Now, I think that we have to obviously talk about AB3, Alonza Barnett the third, and he has obviously emerged as the team leader. I said last week that this adversity was going to cause some leaders to emerge, and I'm so proud and happy and excited that one of those leaders is our quarterback because we need him to be a leader, and the team loves him. If you see how they all reacted to his success and his ability to go out and have fun, you can see that he is the obvious leader on this team. So congratulations to him. He was named the AP National Player of the Week. Of course, with that, he was named the Sun Belt Conference Player of the Week. But the thing that I saw this week, in addition to the swagger, I saw a lot of confidence. And the thing that I've heard some people say, sort of the amateur take on quarterbacks is, well, he's not really going through his progressions. He just kind of looks one way. Well, guess what? The guy went through his progressions. If you watch his head during that game, he looked off and went through 2 or 3 receivers before he ever actually made a decision. The other thing that was really important, and I'm so glad that he put this on film because this is going to create nightmares for opposing defenses for the rest of the season, is every time he scrambled outside the pocket, guess what he did, Jack? He kept his eyes downfield. He waited until the last minute each and every time to tuck the ball before he actually took off running. And what happened on the pass, I think it was to Cam Ross, right? Down in the red zone. He starts scrambling. He could probably run it in, but he keeps his eyes downfield. As soon as the linebacker engages to come after him, he just tosses it to Cam Ross for an easy touchdown. So thoughts on our boy AB3 and just his ability to completely shred all the doubters and the haters.
He's a noon guy, man. It was his first. That was his first.
Well, that's bad news. I mean, what time is the Ball State game? What time?
Ball State's 1:30. Ball State's 1:30. So we're good to go. We're good. No, but it's really good to see because he had been through the ringer last year with Bucknell, getting benched, being openly shamed by his head coach. He then goes through an entire offseason, or the rest of the season, an entire offseason. The season doesn't start maybe the way fans were expecting it. All the advanced metrics said Barnett was actually doing very, very well. His receivers were just making poor drops. And as Chesney was saying, they're a block away, they're this away. And all of that could have gotten into his head because they're college students. We're all on social media. We all see what people are saying about one another. I would imagine he's seeing some of the discussion going back and forth about what is being said about him. That could easily bring you down, especially going into that bye week after a Gardner-Webb game where you were expected to, that was supposed to be your coming out party at Bridgeford Stadium. It wasn't. Like, there's just so much in your head. And he goes out there and he shows development. There was the thing I was saying where I just wanted him to run more because I felt like in the Gardner-Webb game, he was reluctant to run. And that felt like it was then making him almost chew in his head. Not that I'm trying to get into his head and try to figure out what was going wrong, but he was running the ball. Things were going well and his confidence rose. And that moment, that UNC game could have teetered either way after everything, after the last 385 days up into that point, where it could have swung the pendulum in the other way. You return home, you're in front of your high school coach, you're in front of your friends, your family, probably some high school teammates, some like everything. And it could have swung the other way. And instead he had a performance that's going to go down the history books. And I don't know if it'll ever be broken.
Historical performance for AB3. I mean, 388 passing yards, 5 passing touchdowns, 99 yards on the ground. I mean, could our statistician not give him 1 extra yard?
That's a home field advantage for the Tar Heels. That's for scoring 70 -1.
Yeah, but come on, let's get 1 more yard, get the guy over 100 yards. But he had 2 rushing touchdowns. And during the game, I think what was also pretty important is that we've heard a lot about all the weapons on this team. He used every single one of them. I mean, there were 8 players that caught passes during this game. Omarion Dollison caught 3 passes, 125 yards. He had a long of 69.
My boy.
Your boy, right? Cam Ross, 7 catches, 107 yards, a long of 42. Yamir Knight. I'm so excited to see this guy doing nasty work in the slot. 5 catches, 81 yards. He had a long of 48, and that 48-yard catch, number one, came on a big third down play. It was an explosive play for Yamir, and it gave us another opportunity to score another touchdown and pile on to the lead that we already had. He also got the tight ends involved. Each of them caught a touchdown pass, Cal and Thompson, right? Now, again, let's go back to the pass to Yamir Knight, that 48-yard pass that Yamir basically caught in the middle of the field and broke it for a bunch of yards after catch. And also those passes to the tight ends down around the goal line, right, that ended up being touchdown passes. These are some of the passes that in previous weeks we had seen them get batted down. So one block away, a batted pass away. I think all credit again to AB3. He's doing a better job of finding his passing lanes. And so, you know, a batted pass is not always just a great play on the defensive side of the ball. It's also the quarterback maybe not waiting a split second to find that passing lane and get it to the receiver. And then, of course, Dylan Williams catches his first touchdown. The true freshman gets involved and makes a really good catch, because that was not, I mean, he put the ball where only Dylan, I think, could catch it, and Dylan made a great play.
Shout out to Dylan Williams. He has 2 catches in his JMU career. One was a first down, one's now a touchdown. He's on the same route as Omarion Dallison, who has 8 career touches in his JMU career, all of which have gone for either a touchdown or a first down. He's learning from the best, and if he keeps up this pace, it's going to be a historic career for Dylan Williams.
Dylan Williams is a monster, bro. I'm telling you, that guy is going to be a player, man.